Good day, girls. Today we'll do Mathematics Part 2, Chapter 1, Similarity. We'll continue with the third part of the lesson. Today's topic, we will be doing Similarity of Triangles. We have done Similarity of Triangles in Standard 9. Now observe the figure and you can see that angle A is congruent to angle D, angle B is congruent to angle C, and angle E congruent to angle F. And if the pairs of corresponding sides are in the same proportion, then we can say that the triangles are similar, and it is expressed in this way. Okay. Now let us revise the test of similarity which we have done last year. We have 4 tests of similarity. Let's recall them one at a time. The first test of similarity is A test of similarity. Now consider two triangles, say A, B, C, another triangle P, Q and R. If angle A is congruent to angle P, angle B is congruent to angle Q and angle C is congruent to angle R, then we can say that the two triangles are similar by A test of similarity. For a given correspondence of vertices, when the corresponding angles of two triangles are congruent, then the two triangles are similar. We need to write the correspondence. Now here you know that A is congruent to P. So we write A is congruent to P. Then you say B congruent to C and Q congruent to R. Therefore, we can say the one-to-one correspondence as A, B, C, P, Q, R. It simply means that A is congruent to P, B is congruent to Q and C is congruent to R. We go to the next test, that is AA test of similarity. Again, let's consider two triangles. Say triangle A, B, C, another triangle P, Q, R. If I say A is congruent to P and B is congruent to Q, then we can say that the two triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. Normally, we don't use A test of similarity. We always use AA test of similarity while solving the sums. Let us go to the next test of similarity, that is SAS test of similarity. Okay, now consider the following figure. Say triangle A, B, C and you have triangle P, Q, R. If I say AB is 1 unit, BC is 2 units, PQ as 2 units and QR as 8 units and angle B congruent to angle Q, then I can say the ratio of AB upon PQ is equal to 1 upon 2 and the ratio of BC upon QR is 2 upon 8, that is 1 upon 2. So from 1 and 2 you can say that AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR. So we can summarize and say, for a given correspondence of vertices of two triangles, if two pairs of corresponding sides are in the same proportion and the angles between them are congruent, then the two triangles are similar by SAS test of similarity. Now we go to the last test of similarity, that is SSS test of similarity. SSS test of similarity. Okay, again let us consider two triangles, say A, B, C and P, Q, R. And here I am not writing the values, but if I say the values of AB upon PQ. Now if you can see AB and PQ, they are the corresponding sides of the two triangle. Then I can say BC upon QR is the next pair of corresponding side, and if that is equal to AC upon PR, and if I say if all these corresponding pairs are in proportion, if they are equal, then we can say that the triangle is similar by SSS test of similarity. Now let us go to the next property. Next part, that is properties of similar triangles. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle ABC, it's known as reflexivity. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, then triangle DEF is similar to triangle ABC. This property is known as symmetry. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF and triangle DEF similar to DGHI, then triangle ABC is similar to triangle GHI. This property is known as transitivity. Now let's go to exercise 1.3, the first sum. Observe the figure very carefully and let's read the sum. Now in the adjoining figure, angle ABC is 75 degree. ABC is 75 degree. Angle EDC is also 75 degree. Here you have EDC 75 degree. State which two triangles are similar and by which test also triangles by a proper one-to-one correspondence. Okay. Now let's consider the two triangle. ABC is one triangle and you have EDC as another triangle. Now if you see over here, they have only given us the values of the triangle. They have not given you any values for the side. So let us try to see whether we can show they are similar by AA test of similarity. To begin with, now if you see in the bigger triangle ABC, B is 75 degree and in the smaller triangle D is 75 degree. So obviously we can say B is congruent to D. So we write it here, angle ABC congruent to angle EDC. Again let's look at the figure very carefully. In triangle ABC you have C and angle EDC also you have your C. That means this C is an angle common to both the triangle. So we say angle C is congruent to angle C. So in the entire triangle ABC, you have B congruent to D and C congruent to C. So the two triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. The second sum, are the triangles in the figure given similar? Are the triangles in the figure given similar? Now look at the figure. Again there are no angles marked over here as congruent. Only the sides of the triangles are given. Now let us have a look at their corresponding sides. Side PQ corresponds to side LM. Let us write down the ratio. PQ upon LM is 6 upon 3 is equal to 2 upon 1. The next corresponding side is QR upon MN. We have QR upon MN is equal to 8 upon 4 is equal to 2 upon 1. Then the third pair of corresponding sides, PR upon LM. Substitute the values 2 upon 1. So you can see the values of all these ratios over here is 2 upon 1. Therefore, we can say that in triangle PQR and LMN, all these values are equal. That is PQ upon LM is equal to QR upon MN is equal to PR upon LN. Therefore, the triangles are similar by SSS test of similarity. Now girls, here I would like to tell you something. The moment this is given, most of the children, I would say, write it as in the beginning only. The first step they write it like this. They will write PQ upon LM is equal to QR upon MN is equal to PR upon LN. Now the question is, are the triangles similar? So it is not given to us that the triangle is similar. We have to prove it. So unless you prove it, you cannot write this part as a first step. The moment you write this, and then if you substitute 6 upon 3, 8 upon 4, but it is completely wrong. They don't fetch you any marks. This step you will only write it in the beginning if they have said that the triangle is similar. Here we have to prove it. So you cannot write these steps. You have to give it in the way it is given over here. Let us go to the third sum. As shown in the figure, two poles of height 8 meter and 4 meters are perpendicular to the ground. So we have here two poles, PR and AC. They represent two poles and they are perpendicular to the ground. The pole of this AC is 8 and the length of pole PR is 4 unit. If the length of shadow of the smaller pole due to sunlight is 6, so QR here then represents shadow and BC represents shadow of the pole AC. Okay. Now if you look at this, you can see that PR and AC are the corresponding sides. QR and BC are the corresponding sides. If these corresponding sides are equal, we can substitute the values and get the value of x. But for this corresponding sides to be equal, we have to prove that the triangles are similar. So first we will have to prove that the triangles are similar. So here, now how do we prove that the triangles are similar? So when you begin with the solution, you have to write what is given. So we need to write, let PR and AC represents the pole of length 4 meter and 8 meter respectively. Then QR and BC represent the lengths cast by them of the pole at the same time. Now here if you see, we are saying triangle PQR similar to ABC. Now directly we are writing that these triangles are similar, and the reason we are writing is shadow reckoning property. Now what does that mean? You can either write it like this way, or there is another way of proving that triangles are similar. Whichever way is convenient, girls, you can do it. Now you know that PR and AC are the poles. Now poles are always perpendicular to the ground. So we can say in triangle PRQ and ACB, we can say R is equal to angle C is equal to 90 degree. Now they are saying that the shadows are cast at the same time. That means this angle A is congruent to angle P. So you can write it either in the way given over here directly, that the triangles are similar, giving the reason shadow reckoning property, or you can say angle R is equal to angle C is equal to 90 degree, and you can say angle P congruent to angle A, and reason shadows cast at the same time. Therefore the triangles are similar by AA test of similarity, and then you can write the proportional sides. Now children, here also only two proportional sides are given. Okay, normally you have three proportional sides. Now from the figure you can clearly see that PQ upon AB is not required. So we can directly write PR upon AC is equal to QR upon BC. We can write this proportional sides, and then you have to write this reason, very important. Corresponding sides of similar triangle. This reason is very important. Substitute the values, cross multiply and get the answer. And it is very important in word problems that you write the answer in full sentence, because this even though you are writing BC is equal to 12 meter, to write length of the shadow cast by longer pole is 12 meter will also carry half mark in the exam. Now let us go to the next sum number 4. Let's observe the figure and read the question. In triangle ABC, so you have in triangle ABC, you have AP perpendicular to BC, and A dash B dash C means these points are collinear, and then you have BQ perpendicular to AC, and you have AQC, that means these lie on a line. Okay, now if AP is equal to 7, BQ is equal to 8 and BC is equal to 12, find AC. Okay, now consider triangle. You have to prove CPA. CPA is a right angle triangle, and you have to have CQB, another right angle triangle. So we write the two triangle in triangle CPA and CQB. Now in APC and CQB, you can see C is a common angle. So we write angle C congruent to angle C, common angle. And then you can see in this triangle Q is 90 degree, in the other triangle P is 90 degree. So you have APC congruent to BQC and you say each is 90 degree. Therefore the two triangles are similar by AA test of similarity. So you have seen, girls, mostly we use AA test of similarity. We don't use AAA test of similarity. Then you can write the corresponding sides. Now here there could be a little confusion. Like I said, when the two triangles are similar, then normally there are 3 pairs of corresponding sides. Which 2 pair are you going to write? If you have a confusion, I would suggest you write all the 3 pairs of corresponding sides. For example, now here you have CPA similar to CQB. What you can do is, you can write CP upon CQ is equal to PA upon QB is equal to CA upon CB. It is CB. Then you select which one you want. Substitute the values, cross multiply and get the answer. Okay. Then you have AC is equal to 10.5 units. Okay. We go to the 5th sum. In trapezium PQRS, you have a trapezium PQRS. You have PQ parallel to SR, and you have AR is equal to, they have given AR is equal to 5 AP and AS is equal to 5 AQ. Prove that SR is equal to 5 PQ. Now you might see all these things and you might find, oh, it's quite difficult. But actually it is nothing. What you have to do is here, find out which two triangle are you going to talk about. You have to select two triangles, prove that the two triangles are similar, write their proportional sides, substitute what is given over here, and then you will get the answer. To start with, now we have AR is equal to 5AP. AR is equal to 5 AP. So what we do is you bring this AP down. So you have AR upon AP is equal to 5 upon 1. And you have AS is equal to 5 AQ. That is also given over here. So you will bring this AQ down in the denominator. So you have AS upon AQ is equal to 5 upon 1. So you have the corresponding sides of the two triangles. Now let us go to triangle ASR. ASR and AQP. Now you can see many triangles over here. You have to always be careful about which two triangle you are talking about. You have to identify that by the information given in the question. We talk about AR and AP. So you have AR and AP, and then you have AS, AQ. That is AS and AQ. So you have AR, AP, AQ and AS. And you know that talking about a trapezium, these two lines are parallel. So you are talking about these two triangles. Okay. So consider triangle ASR and triangle AQP. Now in this two triangle, we have already showed that AS upon AP is equal to AS upon AQ. I repeat, in these two triangle, we have already showed that AR upon AP is equal to AS upon AQ. And you have APQ congruent to RAS because they are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, in these two triangles, since these two corresponding sides are equal, that is SR upon PQ is equal to AR upon AP. So we have SR upon PQ is equal to 5 upon 1. Now here what you have to do is, they have given the corresponding sides. We have to find 5 times SR is equal to 5 PQ. Now SR, what they have written here is a corresponding side. SR upon QP is equal to AR upon AP. And then, but you know that AR upon AP is equal to 1, AR upon AP is equal to 1. Therefore, SR upon PQ is also equal to 1. And then you cross multiply, you will get the answer. We go to the sixth sum. In trapezium ABCD, side AB is parallel to side DC and the two diagonals here intersect in O. Now if AB is 20 and DC is 6, OB is 15, find OD. So we are talking about side AB and side CD. It is obviously we have to consider triangle OCD and OAB. So here we have three sides are given and we have to find the value of OD. So in all these girls, it is the same thing. By now you must have understood, in such type of sums, we have to identify the two triangles and prove that the triangles are similar. Write the corresponding sides, substitute the values and get what is asked over here. Okay. Now here, if you can see, CD is parallel to AB, and if you take on the transversal AC, then you can see DOC is congruent to OAB. I repeat, if you are taking AB parallel to CD on the transversal AC, then you have CAB congruent to ACD. But ACD can also be called as OCD, and CAB can also be named as OAC, and the reason is alternate angles. Then you can also say that ODC congruent to DBA, again alternate angles. This time if you take DB as the transversal, and then again you can say COD is congruent to BOD. Now if you look at the triangle OCD and OAB, we have seen all those marked with pink are congruent, marked with blue are congruent, and marked with green are congruent. So we have proved all the three angles of one triangle congruent to all the three angles of the other triangle. That means We have proved them by A test of similarity. But there is no need to do. What you can do is, out of these three, you select any two and then say that the triangles are similar by A test of similarity. So always remember, whenever you have these type of figures where it is a trapezium, you can take one as opposite angle and one as alternate angle and prove that they are similar by A test of similarity. Okay, now here again they have proved that the triangles are similar, and then they have written the two corresponding sides over here. But I would always suggest, once you get it, better write all the three proportional sides. For example, now here it is AOB and COD. So how do we write the corresponding sides? It is AO upon CO is equal to OB upon OD is equal to AB upon CD. So once you write this step, this could be your first step, then you can write this as the second step. Then you substitute your values. Now see what is given. AB is given. AB is given as 20. So let us write 20. Okay, let us start from here. We start with the first one. AO is not given. So let us write AO as it is. CO is also not given. So we'll write CO as it is. OB. OB is given as 15. OD we have to find out. Then AB is given as 20 and CD is given as 6. So after writing this first step, this could be your third step, what I've just written. And then after writing this step, you can come to this step. Okay, and then calculate and get the answer. So in any sum, not only in this sum, in any sum, when you are proving that the triangles are similar, it is better you write all the three proportional sides, then fill in the information or the values what is given, and then from there you select which two corresponding sides you want, and then cross multiply and get the answer. So we have value of OD is equal to 4.5 units. We go to the next sum, the seventh sum. Okay, let us read the sum. It's a parallelogram A, B, C, D. Now you have here point E is on the side BC. Line DE is intersects ray AB at point T. Prove that DE into BE is equal to CE into TE. It's very simple, though it may not look like. What you have to do is identify the two triangles, prove that they are similar, write the proportional sides, and once you cross multiply, you will get it. For example, let's just look at the previous sum. Now here if you go to C, now you have the similarity written, then you write the proportional side. Here we substituted, but what you do, you cross multiply. It will be AB into OD is equal to OB into DC. So that is what we are going to do with this, the next sum over here in the seventh sum. Prove the two triangles. Okay, now let us, to prove the two triangles, we need to since there are no values of any sides given, we have to prove them by A test of similarity. Now since A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, we have AB parallel to CD, that is opposite sides of a parallelogram. Now if AB is parallel to DC, I can say AT parallel to DC. Okay, because ABT lie on the same line, that is ABT. Very important to write this part. So I can say now AT parallel to CD, and you have DT as the transversal. Try to understand the figure, girls. AB parallel to DC, and you have TD as the transversal. Then you can say this angle ATE is congruent to CDE. Actually, it is ATD congruent to TDC, but we can name it as ATE congruent to EDC. Okay, so that is an alternate angle. Then we can also say that BET is congruent to DEC, vertically opposite angles. So now we have two triangle. I'm sure you can understand which two triangle we are talking about. We are talking about triangle BTE, BTE, and triangle CTE. So in this two triangle, we have one pair of opposite angles and one pair of alternate angles, and therefore the two triangles are congruent by AA test of similarity. So here also, if you go to see, they have written the similar here and they have written only two corresponding sides. So what we could do is, again, instead of writing any two proportional sides, you can write all three proportional sides, pick up the two which you want, cross multiply and get the answer. Let us see. I will do it over here, and whenever you are writing it is very important that you are writing it in that 1-to-1 correspondence. Okay, now look at the triangle BET and EDC. Now in this two triangle, we know that angle T is congruent to angle D. Due to space, girls, I am not writing the symbol T, I am only writing the letter. Then you know that E is congruent to E, and in triangle TBE, B is the remaining angle, and in EDC, C is the remaining angle, and we put, and so we say that these two triangles are similar. You can write it whichever way you want, but it has to be in proper 1-to-1 correspondence. If you make a mistake in writing in the order, your entire corresponding side what you are writing will also go wrong. So what you do is, you select the triangle. Again I will repeat. You know that in triangle TBE and EDC, T is congruent to D, alternate angles. E is congruent to E, so we are writing them in the second place, and B and C are the remaining angles. Then you write the proportional side, TE upon DE is equal to, actually you write the first two letter, then you have to write the first two letter. Then if you are writing the middle and the third, so it will be EB upon EC is equal to the first and the last letter, that is TB upon DC. So whenever you are writing, write always the three proportional sides. Then look at the question. What is it that you want? You want DE into BE. So it is DE into BE, that is this part, and CE into TE. So you select these two, write these two again down in the next step, cross multiply and get the answer. So what I would like to tell you is, whenever you have these type of sums, once you prove that the triangles are similar, you write all the three proportional sides, and then you decide which two sides you need to have, and then you can either substitute or cross multiply and get the answer. Now we go to the 8th sum. In the figure, AC and BD intersect each other at point O. Now they are saying AP upon CP is equal to BP upon DP. Then prove that ABP is similar to CDP. Okay, now they have already given that these two corresponding sides are equal, and you know that APB is congruent to CPD. The reason is vertically opposite angle. So in these two triangles, the two corresponding pairs are equal and one pair of vertical angle. So the two triangles are similar by SAS, test of similarity. Now the next question, observe the figure. Here they have given in triangle ABC, D is a point on BC such that BAC, that is this angle A, is congruent to ADC. I repeat, this angle A is congruent to angle D. Then prove that CA square is equal to CB into CD. Again, whenever you have this type of sums, always remember you need to prove the triangles similar. Write the proportional sides. Write all the three proportional sides. Select which two you want. Cross multiply and you will get the answer. So, here you have triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Now, in this you already know that A is congruent to B, that is given. I repeat, in triangle you have this bigger triangle BAC, this big triangle, and this small ADC. Okay, so you have BAC congruent to ADC, and again if you see that this C is common to both the triangle, that is BCA is congruent to ACD, and therefore the two triangles are congruent by AA, test of similarity. Okay, so here you can try. They have written again only two proportional sides. You can write all three proportional sides. You select which two you want and cross multiply. You will get the answer. So we finish with exercise 1.3. I have given three sums for practice over here. Sum number 1, 2 and 3. You can write these in your notebook. Try to solve them. See whether you are getting the answer. Then I will try to give the answer in the next part 4. Okay. So children, kindly do this sum. Complete your notebook and try to do this assignment. Thank you.